Hello students, this is the continuation of the first video of gravitation. So this is the video number 2 of gravitation. Students, in the first video we discussed about the variation of small g with height, depth and the rotation of the earth about its own axis. In this video we are going to learn the motion of a satellite. The motion of a satellite. Students, you know the planets revolves round the sun, like Earth is a planet, it revolves around the sun. Similarly, moon is a satellite of Earth and moon revolves round the Earth. Okay, so Earth revolves round the sun and the satellite of Earth is moon, which revolves round the earth. So students, in this video we are going to learn the motion of a satellite like moon which revolves round the earth. Students, the mass of earth is 80 times heavier than the moon. So we think earth is a stationary object and moon is a satellite which revolves round the earth. Students, one more important thing, the calculations of orbital speed and time period. Orbital speed we can write as V0, V0 orbital speed and time period T. Students, orbital speed and time period, we can calculate orbital speed and time period for artificial satellite also, Okay, so this calculation is same for moon as well as artificial satellite. Students, in your question, in your exam, this question is very important. Find out the orbital speed. Find out the orbital speed and the time period of an artificial satellite. Find the question is find the orbital speed and time period of revolution of a satellite or artificial satellite. The question calculation remains same. So for finding orbital speed, think this is a earth. The mass of earth is me, radius is re. Now we think an orbit where a satellite revolves around the earth. So here is the satellite. Okay, this is satellite, and the distance from O to satellite, think this is r. From the earth's surface to the satellite, the distance is h. Now you tell me what is the value of r? Yes, re, this is the radius of the earth, plus h. So re plus h. Students, suffix e means radius of the e means earth. R is the net distance from O to satellite. You know, this gravitational force actually is a central force. So central force always acts center to center. That's why we have taken the distance from center to the satellite, not from the surface. We always take the distance from the center to the satellite because it's a central force. Now you tell me a body, why a body rotates? Body rotates because of the centripetal force, the force which acts towards the center. So the force which acts towards the center is called centripetal force, Fc. Fc is equal to mv square by r. R is the total distance. Am I right? So Fc, centripetal force, think mass of the satellite is small m. So mv square by r. Now this force must be equal to the attractive force of earth to the satellite. So this force must be equal to the attractive force. See students, centripetal force if acts towards the center, we always take the direction of centripetal force away from it. So if Fc equal to mv square by r, which balance the force of attraction, and the force of attraction is force of attraction is G m by r square. Now we can equate these two, so we can write mv square by r is equal to G m by r square. Here mass means the mass of the earth. Small m is the mass of the satellite, which cancel. So you need to find the orbital speed, which is v or v naught. So v naught square is equal to G me by r. That's all. This is your result. Now if you put the value of r and the value of gm, so that we can simplify it, because if you know the mass of earth, then if you put the mass of earth, you will get the orbital speed. But to simplify it, we can assume this relation. Small g equal to capital Gme by r square. Am I right? R is the radius of the earth. So capital Gme is equal to gr square. Yes, gr square. Okay. So capital Gm equal to gr square. So we'll write, and smaller is equal to r plus h. Here also r. So put the value. In place of Gm, we'll put gr square. So gr square. Okay. And re plus h. This is your result v0. Root over of this. This is called the orbital speed. Student, if you think the satellite is very near to Earth, if you think the satellite is very close to Earth, then we can ignore this h. So if the satellite is very close, then we can ignore h. We can ignore. So we will only write re v0 is equal to g re square by re. So root over of g re. This is the result for orbital speed of very near to the earth. Orbital speed of satellite which is very near to the earth. If you put the value of g10 and re is 6400 km, the value of re equal to 6400 km. If you put the value, you will get the orbital speed v0 is equal to 8 km per second. So this is the orbital speed of a satellite which is very close to the Earth's surface. So if you write this, you will get, this is a question of 3 marks. So this is for 1.5, and another question, another answer is finding the time period. Please pause the video and copy the whole portion. Student, the ultimate result is v0 equal to this, and if the satellite is very close to Earth, then it will be v0 equal to gr. Pause the video and write it down. Next, we will find the time period. See students, time period formula. See this orbit, the time period of the orbit means what? T is equal to, T means time period. Time period T is equal to 2 pi smaller by orbital speed v0. Because you know time means what? Time means the distance covered by the satellite, which is a circle, and by velocity. You know time means what? Time means distance by velocity. So here distance means a circular orbit. The distance of circular orbit is 2 pi r. Okay. The distance of circular orbit is 2 pi r by velocity v0. So 2 pi r by v0. Put the value of v0 here. So 2 pi r means RE plus H you know, and the value of V0 is G RE by RE plus H, the whole root, G RE square by RE plus H, the whole root. Am I right? This is the time period formula. Okay. Okay. So this is your time period formula. So write it down. Just pause the video and write it down. Or students, you can write in this way. Put RE plus H in numerator, you will get 2 pi root over of RE plus H the whole cube by G RE square. Am I right? G RE square. This is the time period formula. So you will get 3 marks for that. Next question, student, pause the video and write it down. Next question, student, what is called geostationary satellite? And find its time period. Time period you know, find its height. So our next question is find the height of geo. Very important question, right? Geo stationary satellite. Geostationary. Geo means earth. Stationary means fixed. So what is called geostationary? Find its height. Find its height. Height. Find the height of geostationary satellite. So what is called geostationary? Geo means earth. Stationary means fixed. Suppose this is earth and this is an artificial satellite which is called geostationary satellite. This is geo. Now think, see the indicator. There is some conditions to place the geostationary satellite. Number 1, you have to place it at the equator of the earth. Okay, you have to place the geostationary at the equator of the earth. Okay, and it will revolve. The time period of revolution will be 24 hours, means 1 day. It means earth revolve round its own axis is 24 hours and the satellite also revolve in 24 hours. Got it? See this indicator. Suppose this is the NASA placed in equator and you placed another satellite which is called GEO and you will place it certain height so that it will revolve round the earth in 24 hours. Students, listen very carefully. A satellite time period or velocity, it depends on the distance of place, that the height. If it's a certain height, there is certain velocity. Suppose in this height, the velocity we already calculated V0, and if you change the height, it will also change the velocity. More height, more will be velocity, because V directly proportional to R. So students, it depends on the height. So a satellite, artificial satellite you have to place, which is called GEO, its time period of revolution should be 24 hours. Means Earth revolves 24 hours and it revolves in 24 hours. So in this portion, the observer always follow this satellite as a stationary, because the observer at that place always can see the satellite easily and it observed like a stationary or in rest. So students, you have to find that time period 24 hours or that velocity of revolution. To get the time period of the satellite is 24 hours. You have to find the velocity or you have to find the height at which the satellite should be placed. Height at which the satellite should be placed so that it could revolve around the earth in 24 hours. So students, Here T is equal to 24 hours fixed. 24 hours means 24 into 86400 second, because 1 hour 86400 second. 24 hours means 86400 seconds. Sorry, 24 hours means 86400 seconds. 60 into 60. Okay, and students, you have to find the height. So students, time period formula T is equal to 2 pi root over of Re plus H the whole cube by GRE square. Okay, now square. So T square equal to 4 pi square. Okay, we need height, so cross multiply. So Re plus H the whole cube is equal to T into GRE square by 4 pi square. So height H equal to, okay, then height H equal to, or Re plus H is equal to T GRE by 4 pi square whole to the power, here 3 cube, so we can write 1/3. Now you need height, so Re, we transfer Re to right side, so H2 minus Re. Now you know the value. See students, from this, whenever you write find the height, first of all you have to find the time period first. You should show the calculation of time period. After calculation of time period, we will find height equal to this and then put the value. Here Re is equal to 6400 kilometer, time period of revolution 86400 second, pi value you know, 4 you know, G 9.8 meter per second square. If you put the value, you will get height equal to 35,800 something kilometer. This is the height of geostationary satellite. Students, or nearly you can write 36,000 kilometer. Student, please copy. Student, this is the height of geostationary satellite. Then you will read the uses of geostationary satellite for communication purpose and all. Okay, so in this video we'll learn the satellite motion, its velocity, and also very important thing, geostationary satellite. Okay, thank you for watching.